Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips on my Mythic rally traps. So these are from KVK. Some interesting things happened in this KVK, very unexpected things. And on that subject, have you guys been trapping over the last couple of months and noticed some differences in the hits you are taking? Maybe people are walking back from you that they shouldn't have been walking back from you, like you literally had capped them before, their stats literally have not changed, and all of a sudden they're walking back from you for no reason. Well, I've noticed that, a lot of people have noticed that, especially traps who have amazing gear, full mythic gear, all that stuff are set up perfectly, have noticed people just walking back from them where there's no reason they should be walking back because their stats have been capping those guys forever, and all of a sudden just that they can't cap them all of a sudden, like even though their stats haven't changed. If you guys have noticed that, let me know in the comments down below because we're going to go over a lot of that today. So this was in KVK. We were going against a good 4-way KVK. I was actually going to have a great KVK, or at least I thought I was going to have a great KVK, then I didn't. But this first rally is going to be from SGK, a lot of tier 5 in there. I'm just going to take this in my construction gear. I was thinking of putting my war gear on at the last second, but I decided not to. So I was like, okay, I'll take this in my construction gear, full counter. I have a really good comp. I should be okay. My base stats are pretty decent as well on this account. Has a lot of research, has tier 5. Quite a bit of troops. I still took 2 million, but that's expected. I'm in my construction gear. I don't have crazy high stats in my construction gear, but they're high enough to cap this pretty easily. So I was like, oh, okay, this is going okay. I actually have a quite good comp. I was planning to take some like mini rally parties, triples and stuff on this account, so that's why the comp is a little bit bigger than normal. And it's currently set up as like a high infantry front line with a big range front line or back line to take out those counter attacks. And again, I've seen this comp work perfectly fine for quite a long time on other people's accounts, so I was like, I'll try it out on mine just to see how it goes and all that stuff. And obviously the first rally lead, not too much of a problem. He doesn't have the best stats, and that is also why I didn't throw my war gear on, just because I saw him to start off. Like, I saw his castle stars. He does have mythic champ, 3 cup. I mean, he's not a bad rally lead, don't get me wrong, not a bad rally lead, just not a top tier rally lead I'm scared of by any stretch of the imagination. But the next rally lead I knew for a fact is going to be a lot stronger. I know the account very well. I've taken hits in the past and all that on the account, so from the ad account, so I know it very well. But anyways, so I'm going to be putting in my mythic champ piece into my gear. By the way, I did finish the mythic champ piece for the video, so here you go. Gonna switch the jewels into the mythic champ piece here. Maybe the mythic champ is glitched. I don't know. You'll see it. You'll see in a couple of minutes why I'm talking that. But you can see now I have a mythic champ piece in my gear. I'm going to save that there. So my gear is quite strong there. I've got 170% army HP on the gear. Got like close to 300% mix on the gear. Plus I got 33% army attack on there. Quite a bit of army defense, HP, all that stuff. So the next rally lead is going to be SGK Brawls. So SGK Brawls, really strong account. I know the account very well. I don't know if you knew it was me, but I knew it was him, obviously. Again, he has like 700 artifact stars, all that stuff. He's not a maxed account. He is up there, obviously. He's got 165 castle stars, but not like a maxed account, like maxed astrolite, all that stuff. He doesn't have maxed stars. He's not like one of those like emperor accounts or anything like that. But again, very good account. I was expecting a big hit, so I was actually going to be like, I'm going to kind of let him counter me here because I want to kind of see what would happen in a rally party situation. If I'm trying to take a rally party or a triple, one of those hits is going to counter me from a good account. So I'm like, I might as well just test it out right now, see how it's gonna go. So I'm gonna throw my war gear on early and literally port away and take the full counter. I kind of knew it was coming already just by how fast their marches is coming in. So I was like, I gotta take the full counter. I didn't want him to cancel or anything like that, so I decided to port away. And I saw my might drop by like 100 mil. I was like, what? What is indeed? What the hell is that? I like switched on, like, did I forget to put my war gear on? I looked over, I'm like, no, my war gear's on. I'm like, I'm still like completely like flabbergasted by this hit. Like there's no way in hell he should be doing 10 million damage to my account. Like I've taken hits like with like max accounts before and they haven't done that much damage. They've done like literally half that. I'm just like, I know Brawls is a good account. He's got a double 11k heroes. He doesn't have max Astrolite or anything like that. Like what is going on here? He doesn't even have max. He doesn't have max artifact stars either. He's not running like 1,000 artifact stars. I mean, 700 is obviously really good. He probably has 1,300% attack, but it's not 1,600% attack. He's like doesn't have max Astrolite, so he shouldn't have like max HP and 8 defense. And he walked back. He walked back from me. I was like, I know there's a lot of tier 5 in there. Keep in mind a lot of tier 5, but I have quite a bit of a range backline here. I got 3 million tier 4 plus an extra 800k tier 5 with my reinforcements there, and I'm running close to what it's called, getting close to 600% range in my mix gear here. I know on the single stat, and I think we had the forts too at this point, so I think I'm running like 550 single stat with the extra army attack and stuff on there. So anyways, let's go into the game. I'm just going to show you the report some more, and we'll back on the game here. Let's take a look at the actual report again. I have it saved here. Yeah, so you can see he did, what was he, like 10.4 million damage. Just like, what the hell is that? That doesn't even make any sense. And again, I had a level 60 hero because I capped the guy first, so it's not like my attack stats were low. I did have an altar boost and stuff running as well at the time. I don't have it now, so I can't show you the altar boost stats right now. But when I took this, I had an altar boost running. He did 10.4 million. Again, 2 11k heroes, but that's not abnormal to get hit by, but like, this is something I'd expect to get hit. Like, this damage right here is something I would expect if I didn't have my work gear on and I was sitting in construction gear out of talents. Yeah, 10.4 is pretty normal or something like that from that. But I still have, let's say, like, look at my range. I got 3 million tier 4 range, 877,000 tier 5 range as well in that. And then I add a little bit of tier 2, like 6.8 mil. But again, tier 2 doesn't do much damage. It's literally the tier 4 you have in the back line. And again, I had Cav as well, but not as much. I had 1.5 million tier 4 Cav and 700k tier 5. So again, I'm not low on troops by any chance on here either. Infantry really won't do much damage with the counter boost. So the 15 mil tier 2 is not doing much, plus the extra like that the tier 4 infantry is not going to do much. It doesn't do 0 damage, but it's negligible. So literally, it's my backline that should be doing all the damage. He shouldn't be walking back. I'll even show you the battle report here, so you can see what happened. Just so you can see what was going on here. Maybe I should put my face a little smaller here, just so you can see this. Yeah, so you can see what's going on. They're running up. Or right here, and you're wondering if more siege would have helped the walk back. It doesn't. You watch my siege, whole battle doesn't attack their siege one time. So again, their pack 5 familiars and all that are coming in right now, all their stacking familiars, all that stuff. But you can see my range has pretty much been attacking their cav the whole battle. So maybe like for like half a second they had to run up 2 feet to attack their cav, but again, the cav runs towards you, so you're not really losing out on any damage there sitting in infantry foul compared to wedge. Maybe you get one more volley, but again, one more volley is not going to make me take like 5 mil less damage. It doesn't do that. So I'm not sure how he ended up doing 10 million damage to me. It blows my mind. Like, they changed something. They have to have changed something in the game for this to happen, because you can't go from taking 5 million damage from a lead like this on a counter to all of a sudden taking double that in a month or two like that. It doesn't, like, it really doesn't happen. So I wish they would tell us if they're going to. Yeah, you can see the siege came in at the end but didn't hit it, so they walked back. But there was something going on here. Like, I should be able to cap this, at least cap it with 35 million troops, or almost 36 million troops. At least cap that. At least be able to cap the rally. Or and again, I should be taking 10 million damage in this gear. Like, this gear is pretty good. Like, again, it's not like I don't have full mythic champ or anything like that, but it's decent gear here. I've got, what is it, 170% army HP on the gear. I've got over, obviously, 300% range if you mix in the army attack, because I have some Mythic Champ, and I also have a scroll here that gives me army attack. I've got quite a bit of army defense in there as well, with infantry defense and all that, and HP on there as well. So if I throw on the gear, I'll show you. One second. Let me... Again, I won't have the Ultra Boost or the level 60 hero right now, so you can't see what my stats were when I took it. And I think we also had forts at the time too, but I can't remember what forts we had, so I wish I could do that. But right now we don't have any forts at all. So I throw on my war gear. Yeah, you can see we do not have any fort stats or anything at currently. So if you take a look at my stats here and go down here, so you can see I'm pretty decent here. I was in Fury too. I made sure I was in Fury for the rally, all that stuff. Even at there, I'm over 500% mix with just single stats, not including the army attack. Because again, I do have 33% army attack, so technically those are 33% higher than they look on there, just from the gear. I have 262% army or infantry defense. I got 218 infantry HP. Army HP is a little bit lower here because I don't have the ultra boost going at the moment. But again, that's around 500%. I am down on some infirmary, so it could go quite a bit higher. But my army attack was probably 70% higher there. I didn't pop a boost, but I was still running close to like 290-ish. Army attack, and then my army defense is probably around 300% at the time. Army HP is around 500% at the time, and I had some fort boosts as well, so I can't remember what fort boost, but I had a couple of them, maybe cav or infantry or whatever it was. I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but maybe I had the range one at the time too, so I'm running close to 600% at that point. You can see I do have counter boosts. It's not like I don't have any counter boosts. Don't have max obviously on this count. Have the research done, and oops, where's the hero? Yeah, I have a green chronicler. It's going up there, so it's getting up there. Again, don't have that, but still, I don't have like 0 stats. I'm not sure he did 10 mil. So, anyways, my little rant here. I'm just trying to go through all this to try and figure it out. But yeah, they must have changed something, because again, other trap, I'm not the only trap obviously who have noticed this over the last couple of months. A lot of the other full mythic traps I've been sending, or been getting sent reports and stuff from like the people are starting to walk back from me, can't figure out what's going on. I don't know why this is happening, all that. And like, we've walked back from some crazy ones too. Like, it's not just from traps. Like, I've been part of rallies where like, we should not be walking back from this person. He has over 30 million troops, 3 mil plus of each tier 4. He's in his war gear. We shouldn't be walking back from that. Like, there's our leads are not at that level where we should be walking back. And even max leads shouldn't be walking back from that. Or at least they haven't been, and all of a sudden they are. So I don't know what they changed. But I wish if they did change something, they would put it in like the patch notes so we know this has happened. Like, hey, we've changed the dynamics between stats and stuff like that. So maybe these stats now mean more than they used to, or whatever. So you can actually make some comp around that, because it happened again like a year and a half ago. Exact same thing happened. So I don't know if you guys remember that about a year and a half ago, they changed something, and all of a sudden the damage went insane. It went from like I literally take 600k on a full counter to like 1.3 million on a full counter on one of my solo traps. It was just like, and there was no update in between. There was no like stat increases. This was before artifacts, before tempering, and all of a sudden it was just like all of a sudden 600k, all of a sudden 1.3 mil, like out of nowhere. You're like, what happened? And if you guys remember that, you can do that. Also, they've done this in the past before and had to re-put it back because everyone was complaining. I made a video like 2 years ago. They did that. There's an update. They updated the damage thing, and then people were walking back from everything, and then they had to kind of claw everything back and do maintenance and take away what they had done. And I think they've slowly put it back, but not to the certain extent that they did it the first time. And people haven't noticed it as much, unless you're obviously trapping all the time and all of a sudden it changes and their stats haven't changed. Something in the game has changed. That has happened. I'm almost 100% sure that has happened. But obviously I don't have the actual like hardcore patch notes and stuff like that tell you it's happened, because they don't release those for whatever reason. They just change it and don't tell you. So I don't know what's going on. I wish they would be a little more transparent with something like this. But this is happening, obviously. This is something that's going on right now. So if you're having problems with trapping and stuff, it's not just you, it's everybody's having problems right now. So I'm not sure what to do, because again, I made this comp to try to take rally parties, and obviously it's not enough. So how like, I can't even cap a single rally, like a single counter. I can't cap a single counter with this comp and my gear and all that. So it's back to the drawing board, I guess. I honestly don't know what to do from here. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I'm gonna have to try figure something out. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you guys have had any of this happen to you, let me know in the comments down below. I know the people who had it happen to them because they've already sent me the videos, and they have commented on this before. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.